there's 5 factors in mental fortitude, and one is genetics. The other is life experiences. Now, we can control some of our life experiences and some we cannot. Certainly childhood is a life experience that we don't typically have any control over. So your childhood experiences actually greatly affect your mental strength and your mental fortitude. And here's just an example. Imagine siblings who experience very rough childhood. There's actually a story, I think it was 2020 or 60 Minutes did this years and years ago. There were twins who grew up in a situation in which they were in extreme poverty. Their mother was, I believe she was a meth addict. There was a lot of abuse that went on. Even more so at times than abuse was a lot of abandonment. And they were in and out of the foster system. They never met their father. Their mother was in and out of prison and would disappear at times. Their schooling wasn't consistent. So about as challenging a childhood as you can have, from everything from abuse to abandonment to everything in between. And they interviewed them when they both turned 40. And one was in a state correctional facility, and the other was the district attorney in a county in which his brother was in that correctional facility. And they did interviews with them that neither one of them saw previously. They didn't know what the questions were in advance, and so they did a series of interviews to show how a childhood experience can shape someone. And when they asked, how do you think you ended up where you are today? They both gave the same answer. The twin that was in the correctional facility said, how could I have ended up anywhere different? Look where I came from. And the district attorney said, how could I have done anything different? Look where I came from. I had to make this work. Always been a fascinating interview, and I've used it over the years as an example in a lot of cases, but we have to recognize that when we become conscious choosing adults. Now, at 5 years old, at 7 years old, they were both probably little boys in survival mode, right? But once they began to develop their own consciousness, their own ability to be decision-making teenagers and then adults and humans, it is how you are reacting to what happened to you, not what happened to you, that becomes the ultimate effect, right? Mentally strong people, people with a lot of mental fortitude, they learn lessons and they see them as lessons, not happenings. That's a writer-downer. So every time you are having an experience of something that's going on, are you seeing it as a lesson and a teachable moment, or are you seeing it as an attack, a problem, something that's happening to you? And so it really is about how you look at that.